Know, wonder, and learn.
Hello, good day everyone. I am Mary Angel Picasapshan, a grade 5 pupil. I am currently enrolled at Daligan Elementary School, Jones East District. Our school is located at Daligan Jones, Isabela. I want to learn how to visualize and describe solid figures. I also want to know how to make models of different solid figures like cube, prism, pyramid, cylinder, cone, and sphere. Can you help me with my tasks? Thank you very much. Stay safe, everyone. Bye!
Your Communication Hub and Literary Arts Center of SDO Isabela. English Academy.
An analogy describes the relationship between words. Subject, verb, or teacher.
One hand. English Academy.
Good morning, grade 5 pupils. This is your school on air in mathematics. We are happy to be with you in our lesson in this medium of instruction. I am your radio teacher, Sir Hiros W. Torres. Batang Isabelino, are you ready? Make your ears active. Think well and relax. I am your handsome radio teacher for today. But because you cannot see how handsome I am, I will let you hear my handsome voice for all handsome and beautiful children of Isabela. Sa Isabela, walang batang may iwan. At this moment, kindly get your learning kits in Mathematics 5. Do you have your learning kits with you now? That's great. Today, we are going to tackle solid figures. At the end of listening on this episode, the learners will be able to visualize and describe solid figures. Make models of different solid figures like cube, prism, pyramid, cylinder, cone, and sphere using a plane figure, and develop accuracy and neatness in the activities. Now, class, before we proceed to our lesson today, let us have a review of our previous discussion. What is the previous discussion all about? Very good. Last time, we tackled about circle and its parts. We mentioned before that when we think of circles, the very first thing that comes to our mind is its round shape. For example, bangles, coins, rings, plates, pizzas, CDs, etc. The wheels of a car, bus, cycle, truck, train, and aeroplane are also round in shape. If we take a stone, tie it to one end of a string, and swing it in the air by holding the other end of the string, the path traced by the stone will be a circular path and it will make a circle. A circle is a plane curve consisting of all points that have the same distance from a fixed point called the center. The common distance of the points on the curve from the center is called the radius. The region bounded by the circle is also often referred to as a circle, as seen when we speak of the area of a circle. And the curve is referred to as the perimeter or the circumference of the circle. Remember also that when the number of sides of a polygon is increased without a limit, the sides merge into one line and the polygon becomes a circle. Okay, class. It's good to know that you can still remember our previous discussion. Be sure to retain all those knowledge so that you can use them in the future. Many objects around us are represented by plane and solid figures. The basic plane figures are triangle, square, rectangle, and circle. The basic solid figures are cube, prism, pyramids, cylinder, cone, and sphere. Plane figures are flat figures. They may be made up of sides and corners, while solid figures have thickness. Their parts include edges, faces, and vertices. Solid figures are three-dimensional figures. Three-dimensional objects have length, width, and height. Moreover, they have faces, edges, and vertices. Do you have any idea what are those parts? Well, face is the flat surface of a solid figure. An edge is formed when two faces met. It also formed by straight line segment. While on the other hand, a vertex is a point where the edges met. Again, we have the face, edge, and vertex. Did you get it, class? That's great. Solid figures are either polyhedrons or non-polyhedrons. Polyhedrons are solid whose faces are polygons, while non-polyhedrons are solid whose faces are not polygons. Polyhedrons includes prisms and pyramids. Prisms and pyramids are solid geometric shapes that have flat sides, flat bases, and angles. However, the bases and side faces on prisms and pyramids differ. Prisms have two bases, while pyramids only have one. There are a variety of pyramids and prisms, so not all shapes in each category look the same. Prisms and pyramids are three-dimensional solid shapes that contain sides and faces that are polygons. Two-dimensional shapes with straight sides. Both shapes fall under the large category polyhedrons because the sides and bases are polygons. Neither prisms nor pyramids have rounded sides, rounded edges, or rounded angles, distinguishing them from cylinders and spheres. All of the side faces meet at the bases or at the base in the case of pyramids. Prisms and pyramids come in variety of sizes ranging from handheld objects to grand architectural buildings. The side-by-side faces, also known as lateral faces, on pyramids and prisms have different attributes. Prisms have rectangular lateral faces and pyramids have triangular lateral faces. In most cases, the lateral faces of both prisms and pyramids are angled toward the base or bases. The rare exception is the right prism. The faces are perfectly perpendicular to the base. The lateral faces are congruent triangles on a right pyramid. Pyramids differ from prisms because they have one central vertex, often referred to as an apex or a point, where the lateral faces meet. The vertex is directly above the center of the base, regardless of the shape of the base. Prisms don't have a vertex because there are multiple meeting points where the faces connect. How about non-polyhedron solid figures? Do you have any idea what are those? Alright, as I said a while back, a non-polyhedron are solid figures whose faces are not entirely polygons, which includes cylinder, cones, and a sphere. A cylinder is a solid with congruent parallel circular bases connected by a curved surface. A cone is a solid with a circular base connected by a curved surface to a single vertex. While a sphere, on the other hand, is a set of point space that is of the same distance from a given point. A sphere has no faces, edges, and vertices. Now, my dear grade 5 learners, let us have an activity. I'm going to mention common objects that you can see in your surroundings. Identify if it is a solid figure and if it is polyhedron or not. Are you ready? Alright, let's begin. First, we have shoebox. Is shoebox a solid figure? That's right. It is a solid figure. So, what type of solid figure is a shoebox? Very good. It is a polyhedron. We can also call a shoebox as a rectangular prism. Our next figure is a ball. Is it a solid figure? Alright. What type of solid figure a ball is? That's great. It is under non-polyhedron solids because the shape of a ball is spherical. How about a rectangle? Does it represent a solid figure? Yes, it doesn't represent a solid figure because it is a two-dimensional object. Alright, that ends our discussion for today. Before we proceed to the next part of our session today, let us have a recap of the things we tackled today. So, what is it about? Correct. It is about solid figures. Solid figures are three-dimensional figures. Three-dimensional objects have length, width, and height. Moreover, they have faces, edges, and vertices. What are the two types of solid figures we discussed? Very good. It's the polyhedron and non-polyhedron. Polyhedron includes prisms and pyramids, while non-polyhedrons are cylinder, cone, and spheres. Did you get it, class? Very good. So, grade 5 learners, prepare now your quiz pad and other learning materials. We will begin your quiz in a short while. I'm sure that you learned a lot in our discussion for Mathematics 5. I hope that you will share the same enthusiasm on our upcoming episodes. Now, I think you are ready for the assessment part of the lesson. Get ready, class. Prepare your pen and paper. write your name and your section. Hold on, for we will start your quiz after a while. I hope you had a good time going over this episode. For you to determine how much you've learned, please answer the questions by choosing the letter of the best answer. Are you ready? That's great! For number 1, which of the following is a plane figure? A. Circle. B. Cylinder. C. Cone. Which of the following is a plane figure? A. Circle. B. Cylinder. C. Cone. Next, number 2. Which of the following is a solid figure? A. Rectangle. B. Cube. C. Square. Which of the following is a solid figure? A. Rectangle. B. Cube. C. Square. Let's proceed to number 3. Which of the following is a flat shape? A. Triangle. B. Prism. C. Pyramid. Which of the following is a flat shape? A. Triangle. B. Prism. C. Pyramid. Number 4. Which of the following shapes has thickness? A. Square. B. Circle. C. Sphere. Which of the following shapes has thickness? A. Square. B. Circle. C. Sphere. And for the last item, number 5, a can of sardines is shaped like what particular figure? A. Prism. B. Square. C. Cylinder. A can of sardines is shaped like what particular figure? A. Prism. B. Square. C. Cylinder. Alright, that ends our quiz today. I hope that you answered them all correctly. We will now reveal the correct answer, so hold on class. Quiz ends. Have you answered them all? Very good. Okay class, are you ready to find out what are the correct answers? I know that you are all excited. Let's see how many points you got. For number 1, what is the correct answer? Very good. The answer is A. For number 2, alright, it's B. How about number 3? That's it. It's A. Let's proceed to number 4. Your answer? The answer is C. How about for our last item? C is the correct answer. And those are the answers for your quiz. Congratulations everyone! I know that you got a high score. Keep it up class! Did you get them all correct class? I know you did! Keep it up until the next episode. By the way, congratulations everyone! Keep answering other exercises in your learning kits to further hone your skills in comparing and arranging decimals. If you have any queries about our lesson today, feel free to contact your teachers on the phone number included in your learning kits. Your teachers will wait your text message about your modules. Just send it to the number placed on your kits. You can also send by an email or just message through Facebook or other social medias. Our next lesson is all about adding and subtracting decimal numbers through thousands with and without regrouping. Make sure that you will always tune in to our School on Air every Monday to Friday. Once again, I am Teacher Heroes W. Torres. Study hard, do good, and the good life will follow. Before we end this episode, we would like to acknowledge the script writer, Sir Jeremy T. Gilbaliga, for his continuous dedication and unparalleled service for our learners. We would like also to thank the RBI production team and the whole SDO Isabela for their support and for making this production possible. Again, thank you very much. Goodbye!
Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon.
Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang may iwan.
Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela.
Taho kayo dyan! Di makatulog sa gabi sa kaiisip, damdamin ko'y mayroong lungkot hanggang sa panaginip. Oh, Berto, di ka ba nakatulog kagabi? Hindi nga ho, Kuya Pekto. Dala ho siguro ng lungkot ng pag-iisa dito sa bahay. Di ho kasi makalabas dahil sa COVID-19. Hay. Berto, may 3 bagay na dapat kang tandaan para maiwasan ng lungkot sa mga ganitong sitwasyon. Una, alamin ang dahilan ng iyong kalungkutan. Pangalawa, maaaring ipabatid ang iyong nararanasan sa mga taong malalapit sa iyo. Nariyan ang internet para makausap mo sila. At ang pangatlo, ilaan mo ang iyong oras sa mga bagay na ikaw ay magiging abala. Hindi lang pisikal na kalusugan ang mahalaga, Perto, pati pang kaisipan rin. Tatandaan ko yan, Kuya Pekto. Maraming salamat sa payo. Isang paalala mula sa kagawaran ng edukasyon at ng himpilang ito.
Gustong pagkain ang ating ihain, ang junk food ay iwasan, ng isip ay magkalaman, kumain ng gulay, nang di ka man lupaypay, uminom rin ng gatas, at nang ikaw ay lumakas, la 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 la. Kumain ng sagana, at nang ikaw ay sumigla. Kumain ng wasto para isip ay maging listo. Isang paalala mula sa himpilang ito.
Gustong pagkain ang ating ihain, ang junk food ay iwasan, ng isip ay magkalaman, kumain ng gulay, nang di ka man lupaypay, uminom rin ng gatas, at nang ikaw ay lumakas, la 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 la. Kumain ng sagana, at nang ikaw ay sumigla. Kumain ng wasto para isip ay maging listo. Isang paalala mula sa himpilang ito. Gusto ko nang mag-aral, gusto ko nang bumalik sa paaralan. Ngunit paano ang gagawin kung may virus pa rin? Manatili sa inyong tahanan, wag na wag pairalin ang sariling karunungan, magtiwala sa batas ng inyong bansa, at nang ikaw ay hindi nawawala ha. Gusto ko nang lumabas, pero ay bawal pala ikaw lumabas. Bawal lumabas, bawal lumabas, bawal lumabas, bawal lumabas. Manatili sa iyong tahanan para ikaw ay ligtas. Ang kagawaran ng edukasyon ay naghahanda na para sa ligtas na pagbubukas ng klase. Mga mag-aaral, kahit nasa tahanan lamang, ang edukasyon ay maihahatid ng may kaligtasan. Isang paalala mula sa kagawaran ng edukasyon at sa himpilang ito. They say knowledge is power in this world full of devour. Be prepared in mind and never get reckless. We'll conquer the world. Let's be educated. Education is indeed a key. Education must continue despite of the pandemic. A simple reminder from the Department of Education and this station.
Mga tropa, dito sa ilog na lamang natin itapon ang mga basurang ito. Total maaano din naman. Oops, saan nyo yan itatapon mga bata? Itatapon namin sa ilog, tita. Nako, mali ang kaisipang iyan. Ito ay magdudulot ng pagkamatay ng mga isda. Gawin na lamang natin ang reduce, reuse at recycle o 3Rs. Ang basura ay ginagawang kapaki-pakinabang at ito ay mabisang paraan para mabawasan ang basura sa kapaligiran. Kaya tara na, mag 3Rs na. Salamat tita! Ngayon alam na namin ang gagawin sa mga basura para makatulong pa sa kalikasan.
Isang paalala mula sa Kagawaran ng Edukasyon at ng himpilang ito.
Hello po, Itay.
Hello anak. Nakita ko na pala yung napadala mo sa litrato sa messenger. Wow anak, ang galing-galing mo naman. Manang-mana ka talaga sa tatay.
Siyempre naman, Itay. Perfect ko nga po yung math eh. Salamat sa'yo at sa DepEd Commons. Kahit nasa ibang bansa ka, natuturuan mo pa rin ako. Maraming salamat, Itay.
Walang anuman anak.
Ang DepEd Commons ay isang online platform para sa distance learning na inilunsad ng Kagawaran ng Edukasyon para sa tuloy-tuloy na edukasyon. Buksan lang sa inyong internet browser ang commons.deped.gov.ph para sa mga detalye.
Para isip ay maging listo. Isang paalala mula sa himpilang ito.
Mare, baka pwedeng makahiram muna ng pera mo. Pambili ko ng cellphone ni Junior. Malapit na ang pagbubukas ng klase, ngunit wala pa rin siyang gagamitin. Ay, paano na kaya ito?
Naku Mare, hindi mo na kailangang bumili ng cellphone dahil may iba't ibang learning modalities ang DepEd, gaya ng radio-based instruction, TV-based instruction at modular learning. Hindi lang online learning.
Ay, ganun ba, Mare? Sige, Mare, mauna na ako. Ibabalita ko pa yan kay Junior. Salamat!
Ang paalalang ito ay hatid sa inyo ng DepEd at ng himpilang ito.
Mare, baka pwedeng makahiram muna ng pera mo. Pambili ko ng cellphone ni Junior. Malapit na ang pagbubukas ng klase, ngunit wala pa rin siyang gagamitin. Ay, paano na kaya ito?
Naku Mare, hindi mo na kailangang bumili ng cellphone dahil may iba't ibang learning modalities ang DepEd, gaya ng radio-based instruction, TV-based instruction at modular learning. Hindi lang online learning.
Ay, ganun ba, Mare? Sige, Mare, mauna na ako. Ibabalita ko pa yan kay Junior. Salamat!
Ang paalalang ito ay hatid sa inyo ng DepEd at ng himpilang ito.
They say knowledge is power in this world full of devour. Be prepared in mind and never get reckless. We'll conquer the world. Let's be educated. Education is indeed a key to success. Education must continue despite of the pandemic. A simple reminder from the Department of Education and this station.